I'm gonna try snacks around the world. Showcase. The world show. Let's just go. Come on. Hey, howdy, hey, it is Molly, the Disney Picky Eater, and I am here at the World Showcase in Epcot to travel all around the World Showcase and try unique snacks to that pavilion. Now, it might be a snack that is from that country, or it might just be a unique snack to that pavilion. We're gonna see how many this Picky Eater can get and see if I like them. Yeah, let's go. All right, we are entering the World Showcase and heading towards Mexico because that's the legal way to go. Don't at me. And we are going to check inside the pavilion to see if there is any fantastically cool snacks straight from Mexico. If not, we're going to have to hop out here to the quick serve and see if there's some sort of fun treat that they have here in the world. There is a vibe about the Mexican pavilion that is nowhere else. It is just absolutely stunningly beautiful. And it just makes my soul happy. All right, Mexico down, I got Star Chocolate Bar. I'm not even going to try to say this in Spanish because I'll butcher the heck out of it. But it is a milk chocolate and puffed rice bar, I suppose. They had a lot of unique goodies, but I'm going to be doing this at every single show, every single pavilion. So let's not get too crazy. Looks delicious. It's like a little snap off. It's hard to bite into because it's thick. Lots of rice. The chocolate's good. It's not like your classic Hershey's chocolate. So when you hear milk chocolate, I think that's what most people think of. It's not that. It's not bad, but it's definitely not like a Hershey's bar that you would be used to. But it's very good. 2 thumbs up. All right. Well, that was a wonderful way to start. Who doesn't love a lovely little chocolate bar? So now we are going to head into Norway to see what kind of delicious goodies we can find there. The cool thing about doing this is it's a fun way to try new things. Let's stop for Mexican Donald because duh. He's so precious. Ugh. Anyway, it's a cool way to try things that maybe would normally scare you, like trying something from a different country, but in a form that you're familiar with. So that's what we're going to try to do. I'm going to try to step out of my comfort zone a little bit. Some of the packaging I probably won't be able to read, so I won't necessarily know what I'm getting myself into. We're going to keep on going because that's what we do. We have made it to the Norway Pavilion with this wall of goodies to pick from. So we're going to have to pick something. Let's see. What is this? A crunchy caramel candy bar. I'm on a trash can because I'm in Epcot. So I ended up going with these almond cookies. It's going to be a difficult time when you're on a trash can and people want to throw things away. So I ended up getting these almond cookies. I have to open them. This is going to be a whole thing. Please hold. Okay, so after much trying, I realized there was a tab on here. So use your brain. So these are really thin almond cookies. They smell delicious. They smell almost gingerbready. Y'all, these are incredible. I'm just gonna eat them. I'm gonna talk. They remind me of some cookie, but I can't put my finger on it. But they are delicious. They're super light. They're super crispy. If you like almond cookies or gingerbread type spice kind of cookies of any kind, absolutely get these. They were only $4.95, and you get a humongous thing. Now, granted, they're very thin, and I feel like I could go through 5 of these right now. Who knows what my stomach would feel like, but a fantastic, delicious try. So if you're in the market for some cookies in Norway, this is definitely what you should do. Heading now towards the China Pavilion. And I'm pretty happy about that because I've heard that there are some insane Lay's flavored chips here, and I could use something salty after those 2 sweet treats. So let's head on in. All right, we have found the chips. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little intimidated. There are a lot of flavors, that I don't even know that I will be able to see what these actually are. Okay, so there were many flavors of Lay's. A lot of them were fish. We all know how I feel about that. Although the crunchiness would be normal. So I ended up getting, it was between steak Cheetos, which I don't think my brain can comprehend. So I ended up getting these, which when I did a Google Translate on them, it just said very spicy. And that is a very hot pepper. So pray for me. God, they're so spicy. Oh, okay. I don't even want to smell them. I'm so scared. Actually, they smell really good. And it almost looks like how a barbecue chip looks. But it's got a delicious smell to it. So that's a good sign because usually when you open up a bag of Lay's, they smell terrible, like regular ones. So cheers. These are delicious. Okay, I'm getting the spice now. Okay, I'm really getting the spice now. Whew, it builds on you. When you first bite into it, it tastes like a regular barbecue potato chip. It's got that kind of seasoning, and the spice like slowly builds as it's like moving around your mouth. But like, I imagine if you ate this whole bag, your mouth would be on fire. But like a couple of chips at a time, it's actually really delicious in the same way that like a kind of a spicy Dorito is like you just want to like keep eating it. I'm into this, and I'm surprised. Look, Mom, I'm trying things and I like them, and they're spicy. My parents think I don't try anything. So heck yeah, the spicy Lay's because they're delicious. Also, I've been eating nothing but sugar for the last like 2 days, so this just feels phenomenal. Y'all, I am going to dream about those chips, and I'm gonna need to find them at home because I don't think that I can live without them. They are so delicious. And when it comes to potato chips, always go with your gut and probably stay away from spiced garlic oyster chips because what are those? Why? We are making our way into Germany, which will probably be another sweet treat stop, considering you got the fantastic Werther's Caramel Kusch bakery. So let's pop on in and see what we can find. All right, so with all of the choices in there and all of the snacks that I'm going to be eating today, I ended up going with just a simple milk chocolate caramel. Now, this is gigantic and it feels like it weighs a quarter pound. And I know when I bite into this, it's going to be the most ungraceful thing that I've done, but here we go. That is some thick caramel. Holy moly. It's delicious. I might have, now that I'm eating this, maybe have decided to get the one with the sea salt on it because it's so sweet. It kind of needs something to like break up that like overly sweetness caramel chocolate combination. It's delicious. It's definitely a flavor of caramel you're not going to get like anywhere because they make it. It's Werther's. It's fantastic. So I definitely recommend doing one of these if you're just looking for something to sample what they have there. And you know, you don't want a huge cupcake. You don't want to get the caramel corn because that's a big bag too. This was a little pricey for what it is. It was a little more than $5. And like the bag of chips I got was also $5. So you kind of are getting, I guess if you think of the density of this, maybe you are kind of getting the same pricing, but it's definitely a plus. So far, so good. I am not going to jinx myself right now. So let's go on to the next pavilion. Moving right along. Okay, we are headed to the Italy pavilion. Now, Italy can be a little bit difficult because like sometimes they have stuff in their like little gift shops and sometimes they don't. And it's the Food and Wine Festival right now, so I'm not sure if that matters. But we'll see if we can make the best of it. Okay, so unfortunately, the Italy pavilion was a bust. They used to have cute little candies in there and whatnot, and they don't seem to carry them anymore. I don't know if that's some sort of issue with getting things imported or what, but we had to go move on. And everybody knows there's really nothing at the American Pavilion. And I mean, there's not going to be anything special that we haven't had, even if there was. So we are continuing on to the next pavilion. And we're going to keep this these good vibes going because so far, everything's been delicious. We have made it to the Japan pavilion. I love this pavilion. There are so many things about this pavilion that I love. One of them is the delicious kakigori, which is the shaved ice. If you've never had it, absolutely should try it. That is actually a really cool, specific to this pavilion treat. But we're going to try something maybe straight from Japan by going into the shop. we have made it to the back of the store where all of the delicious treats hang out. I guess they don't really hang out, they're just stored here. The options feel endless here. The amount of Kit Kat flavors they have is crazy. And much like the China Pavilion, a lot of it is in the native language, and I don't know what it is. So let's pick out something delicious. This seems like a new nightmare for me, although these are supposed to be crunchy. So I don't want to try them, but I won't be mad at the fact that these are crunchy. All right, so I ended up going with these, which are fruit gummies. I'm hoping that the consistency is good, because sometimes with these fruit gummies, it can be a little. I'm gonna try a mango one. Can't really smell them. I think it's just the smell of the bag. Here it is. It is just a tiny little gummy. Oh, it smells phenomenal. This is the mango. Okay. It's good. The flavor doesn't match the smell. If that makes sense. Like when you smell it, it's like a super mango-y smell, but the taste is much more subdued. I'm trying to find a strawberry one now. Strawberry. Let's see if this one has the same deal. Can't get it out. Now, oh no, there's a good strawberry taste. It's interesting because these, I feel like American candy, like if this is strawberry, this would be like bright red. And it's not. So that's cool because it's kind of like they're probably not putting a whole bunch of artificial flavorings in these kinds of things. So cheers. That one's good. It has a very nice light flavor. It's not overwhelming. They're like the consistency of a fruit snack. These are definitely good. And they're not overly sweet. That's another thing that I like about them. Like I could eat a couple of these and not feel like I got a sugar rush. I mean, maybe I would. I don't know. There's only 16 sugars in 6 of them. So you definitely could eat like 2 and not get a sugar rush at all. But definitely we're still on this good streak. Not gonna lie, I'm scared that we're on such a good streak that I've liked this many things, but let's move on to the next pavilion. All right, Japan down. That was a phenomenal experience. I know I keep saying it, but I'm like, how is this working out so well? Let's not jinx it. Let's just enjoy the positivity and not be a self-sabotager. It's just got really personal really quickly. So now we're moving into the Moroccan pavilion. The thing about the Morocco pavilion is that it closed a while ago and hasn't quite reopened. So we kind of only have one option. And the option is a fantastic one, but it's not going to be something that is an import of Morocco. But that's okay, because not everything has to be. It just has to be special to this pavilion. So we are going to hit up Oasis Sweets and Sips to get us a delicious Moroccan cookie. Okay, Oasis Sweet and Sips has fantastic Moroccan cookies. They are all delicious. They all kind of look similar to this, where they all are like covered in powdered sugar, and that's when you know they're fantastic. This is an almond cookie of some kind. I don't want to try to say it because I will butcher the actual, what it's actually called. But this is my second almond cookie of the day. This is much different than the other one. This cookie, it's soft, it's super flavorful. It's sweet, but it's not like overly sweet where I'm like, ugh. The flavor is just crazy. If you like almond, this is like heaven. So definitely come and try this. Stop at Oasis Sweets and Sips regardless because they have a really good variety of stuff. And this was only $3. This cookie is really big. It's really thick. I don't know how if you can tell. But they have a great deal where the more cookies you buy, like the less the price is. So absolutely come and check this one out. Another win. While I could eat those cookies literally all day long and be super happy, fat and sassy, as they say, we need to move on to the France Pavilion. Now, the France Pavilion, much like the Italy Pavilion, is occasionally hard to find something in their shop that is imported. They occasionally have some hard candies, maybe some mints, but like nothing that special. So the plan is to go into the ice cream shop and get something that is special just to this pavilion there. Oh, the France Pavilion. This is my favorite pavilion, hands down, without a doubt. Chefs de France is my favorite restaurant, hands down, without a doubt. Why do you ask? I don't know. I like bread. I like French bread. I like French food. I like the vibes I get back here. It's just so great. All right. In the France Pavilion at the ice cream shop, you can get this. And I know you're saying, Molly, that looks like a sandwich. You don't eat those. But I will eat this one. There's ice cream inside of this. So this is a warm brioche ice cream sandwich, essentially. You pick your sauce, you pick your ice cream flavor. They put it inside a brioche bun and then they press it and it's all warm and I can't wait. It also weighs 1,000,000 pounds. So I got vanilla ice cream, chocolate sauce. It is warm and it's cold at the same time, but like in the best way ever. The brioche is like the perfect complement to ice cream. It is out of this world. It was probably the most expensive treat that I've gotten so far. It was a little more than $10, but it's huge. You absolutely could share this with somebody. Highly recommend. And again, we have hit the mark. There has not been one thing that I haven't liked. I also am still thinking about those spicy chips, so I'm gonna have to eat the whole bag of the spicy chips. It's about to start raining. We better hurry. That brioche ice cream sandwich. Now, I don't like regular ice cream sandwiches. I've never been a fan. They're weird. If you ever have left one out on your counter by accident, they don't melt, and I don't know what they're made out of, but that was phenomenal. If you love ice cream, if you love brioche, if you love delicious treats, absolutely hit that place up. And like I said, France doesn't really have a lot of their own imports. So to get something special like that, You can't find that anywhere else on property. So 100%. Don't sleep on France. Don't ever sleep on France. France is phenomenal. So now we're gonna go over the bridge. We're gonna head over to London, England. Excuse me. We're gonna head over to England. We're gonna see what we can find over there. Now I know that there's a lot of little treats in there, in their shops. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, we made it to England. We're gonna head into these shops on the side here. See what delicious treat we can find. We found the treats. Ooh, English toffee. There are so many choices. Oh my gosh. I think my sister loves these. Shay, don't you love these? Okay, so now it's like a windstorm. It's crazy windy. We're gonna try, hopefully it's not just all blowing air. So the lovely cast member inside the sportsman shop in England suggested that I try this. This is her favorite. She says it just melts in your mouth. It is delicious. It's peppermint, it's chocolate. Who doesn't love that combination? Oh, it smells so minty. Excuse my crazy look. Ooh, okay. So it's like, these kind of little bubblies, and I guess you can just kind of, oh, yep. This is the inside of it. She said it was very bubbly, very airy. Mm. It's like the smooth texture of Cadbury chocolate, if you've ever had Cadbury chocolate, but like the flavor of like a combination between a peppermint patty and a junior mint. If you love chocolate and mint, absolutely 100%. Shout out to the wonderful, super charming sweet cast member that suggested this. This was the way to go. There was a lot to choose from, but OMG. Get yourself an Aero bar. I might get blown away, guys. I don't know that I'll make it to Canada. All right. Now the final stop on our journey is going to take us to Canada. I don't know what we will get because I don't know what they have as far as treats might go. But we'll see. As we have made our way around the World Showcase today, the weather has gotten crazy, but we are in Florida. It will rain. We just accept it. A rainy day in Epcot is better than a sunny day anywhere, as I like to say. Here we are in Canada. Now, I do know that one of the exclusive treats to the Canada Pavilion is the maple popcorn, but that's something that I don't think that I could ever do. I do not like kettle corn. I do not like sweet popcorn, so that's going to be a hard pass for me. So if we don't find anything inside the store, I think that might be it for our treats around the world. All right, so Canada did have a lot of cool little treats. I did end up getting the coffee crisp, which is a wafer bar with chocolate creams. I'm dyslexic. Hold on. It is a wafer bar with coffee crema center and other natural flavors. It looks delicious, so we're gonna head in on this. All right, here we go. I've had a lot of chocolate today, but I'm not as much on a sugar rush as I thought I would be. Let's see. Right, so it's kind of just like a big old, it's like a giant eraser. It is a big chocolate bar of deliciousness. Let's try it. Ooh. That coffee flavor is strong, but delicious. As somebody who doesn't normally drink coffee, but enjoys the flavor, like I like coffee ice cream, I like coffee flavored things. This is fantastic. And it's almost like a mocha-y with the chocolate. And it's like wafer cookies in it. This is fantastic. This is delicious. Highly recommend for those of you who maybe are thinking like, ooh, I would want to try something coffee. Absolutely try this. This is fantastic. Even if you're just like a coffee lover, you would absolutely want to get this. And a lot of the times the stuff in the Canada Pavilion is maple, which is not my favorite flavor. So to get something that's coffee and authentic to Canada, it's a win-win. It's fantastic. And I made it around the whole showcase with liking everything. Oh, it's your girl becoming less picky? No, I'm still super picky. But I did try a lot of stuff and I did enjoy it. And that's a phenomenal thing to know. And I feel good about myself. And although this was not a point that I was ever trying to make in this video, I ended up spending less than $50 on every single thing that I bought today. Now, we did skip the Italy Pavilion. We did skip the American Pavilion. But you can absolutely go around the World Showcase trying new things at an affordable price. I know a lot of people think that they're going to come to Disney. They're going to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Everything that I bought was actually under $50. It was about $41-ish that I ended up spending today. So as far as I'm concerned, that's great. And then you get all of these different snacks. It's kind of like having, like you get to bring home like a souvenir if you bring home the rest of your treats. So this has been fantastic. I'm proud of me. And I'm proud of you for staying through the whole video. Thank you. There you have it. A trip around the world showcase, trying as many fun, exciting snacks from those pavilions as I could. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever done this. If you're planning a trip soon and you plan on doing this, let me know what snacks you've tried. Have you had those spicy chips? Because they are out of this world and I need to eat the rest of them now. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that notifications bell so you know when the next video is coming out. I had so much fun. Thank you for joining me. And if you're looking for all the 411 on Disney, I got you covered. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.